Gonna go live. We're gonna go live on Facebook.
That's beautiful, right?
Uh-oh. See?
Right? Why is it doing that?
Technical difficulties arising already.
I'm wondering if it's not a Zoom thing, though.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's a Zoom thing or not. We are having a little minor difficulty with the camera here tonight, so I do apologize if it cuts in and out. I will try to stay on top of it. And yeah, so that's what's going on with that. Welcome to the PIDCAST, episode number 7. Tonight, special guests, we have Will from Charleston, South Carolina, pop punk emo outfit project, whatever you want to call it, Sad Sun. Super excited to talk to Will about Sad Sun's new record, new EP that just came out. Super dope. I checked it out and absolutely loved it. So we'll be talking to him about that record tonight. And we're going to switch it up a little bit. I have a few co-hosts tonight that are new to the PIDCAST, never before on the PIDCAST. My friend Christina, and
hey everyone.
Occasional assistant to the show, and generally just awesome friend of mine, Raz.
Hi.
And so they're going to be joining me as the co-hosts tonight because Logan was unable to join. So I figured, why not? Why don't we bring in some of my closest friends to shoot the shit and have a fun PIDCAST
And
with us.
sometimes mistaken for siblings.
Special edition, yeah. Apparently, me and Raz look like we're brother and sister. I don't know. Do you see the resemblance,
I'll
guys?
take that compliment any day.
A little bit.
Well, you know, I
If
mean,
not,
yeah.
I'd take you guys for cousins.
I mean, you know, I could see that. I see what people were, as in people, I mean, the other Christina that's sitting off camera here. I see what other Christina was getting at, but I don't know necessarily that I would personally agree exactly, but I could see cousins.
Yeah, I'll take that compliment any day, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. And so will I, because I guess I am super awesome and stuff. So so I'm told, you know, I don't know. But yeah, so tonight we have Will from Charleston, South Carolina, Sad Sun. I'm super excited to talk to Will. Will joins myself and several other musicians on the BST management roster, which is the management agency headed up by our friend and last week's guest, Taylor Eby. Shout out to Taylor. Speaking of which, last week's episode, I will have the replay uploaded to YouTube. I know I've been slacking on it this week, but it's just been kind of a crazy week and all over the place. So I haven't had a chance exactly to upload that. I will get that uploaded very shortly. I'm gonna look here at some of the comments. I gotta turn down the audio here. There we go. All right. Andrea says, does the wave emoji. Hi, Andrea. Thanks for tuning into the podcast. Gotta throw a $1 in the podcast jar. We call it the PIDCAST.
Oh crap, Mr. Jar's on the other way.
I know we have to get a cameo from Mr. Jar at some point. Will says, Suppy. What's up, Will? Super excited to have Will on later. Honestly, I don't know how to pronounce Will's last name. I'm not going to try. I'm going to wait until Will comes on to the PIDCAST to ask him to pronounce his name for me so I don't look like a jackass when I attempt to pronounce his name. Taylor Eby is in the chat. He also says, I am Jim Henson. We are all Jim Henson. I feel like in some way, you know, I feel like I am a Muppet at heart. Would you agree? If you were a Muppet, which Muppet would you be?
Oh no. It would be Fozzie.
Fozzie?
I'd be
Okay.
Fozzie.
What do you think, Christina?
Fozzie was like the coolest one.
Oh, other Christina. What Muppet would you be?
Yeah.
A Muppet?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's thinking about it. She's thinking real hard. There's actually, if you look, I know you guys can't see because it's off camera. There's actually steam rising from her head as we speak.
Big bird.
Big brain, big bird, big brain, big bird. Okay. I think I would be Oscar, but I wouldn't be Oscar the Grouch. I would be Oscar the Crust Punk.
Yeah. The Cookie Monster, actually.
You'd be Cookie Monster. I feel like in the real world, Cookie Monster is like a crack cocaine dealer, and he's just like menacing Sesame Street. He's got like everyone on the block hooked. There goes our camera. See, I knew I was gonna do this. I apologize in advance that the camera cuts in and out. I'm not sure what the hell's going on with it. We're just winging it. So I apologize in advance if it does that. Bear with us as we wade our way through that. But the good news is that the audio doesn't seem to go anywhere when the video cuts out. So we are not losing any of the audio feed. And I guess this is technically a podcast. So the audio is probably the most important aspect.
So we're technically not wrong.
technically, on a technicality. Yeah. Dude, so how was everybody's week? What's going on in the world of Christina and Raz?
I just started work at Amazon and it's kicking my ass.
You know who else works at Amazon?
Who?
Lauren works at Amazon. Taylor's fiance works at Amazon.
Oh, what's up, Lauren?
Yeah, Amazon gang.
I feel like every other person I know works there now.
Or
I need more.
UPS.
Oh,
There goes the video again. Ah, sheesh.
I need more
Or
friends at
UPS.
Amazon. Come find me. Come
Yeah.
find me. I'm on pig crew. Come find me. Come find her. What about you, Christina?
Well, me and other Christina have been having a lot of adventures lately.
Other Christina is in from Long Island.
Yes.
You're all the way from Long Island. And the funny story is you guys met on YouTube, right?
That was like
Yeah.
11
All right, so tell the story.
Yeah, 11 years ago.
Let's get the story of how you guys met on YouTube.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, okay.
Yes.
I'm actually the one who requested her. Yeah, I was. I don't know how I found your page, but like I was like lurking a bunch of people's pages, and then like I got in this rabbit hole where I just kept clicking on a friend of theirs and then a friend of theirs. Oh, they look cool. And then I see someone named Christina spelled the exact same way as mine, and you had a really cool Invaders in profile picture. I think it was Gurr in a back suit, and I'm like, this person looks cool, like the same stuff as me and has the same name as me. So I clicked add friend, and I don't know which one of us said hi first, but
I don't fucking remember.
And that's how it happened.
that's how it happened. I
That's the
didn't
whole
think
story.
some online
Nothing but
acquaintance
the
would
story.
become one of my best friends in the
You said
universe.
you guys are friends for how long?
You guys are friends for
11 years.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's a long
12
time.
years.
Oh yeah, I'm turning
She
24
said,
this
how dare
year.
you? It's been 12 years, bitch.
No, it was like 2010. so
I have no idea what this
I don't
camera
know
is
the
just
exact
going
year. I
fucking
know.
bananas right now,
It
dude.
was 2010
Yeah.
because I got my
Uh,
I'm
computer
looking
in
again at the
2000
thing.
2009, but then I made a YouTube channel in 2010.
That's right. That's when I was going into 8th grade.
Yes,
You know what? Yeah.
2010.
Yep.
Back in the day.
The good old days.
Where were you in 2010?
I'm probably doing something embarrassing that I hope is deleted off the history of the internet.
I was graduating high school. I was graduating high school.
How old are you?
I'm old enough. I'm turning 30 in October.
You're not 30.
Yeah, I'll take that compliment any day. Thank
Right?
you.
That's what I
Oh,
thought.
thank you. I will take that compliment. Thank you.
I'm gonna be
Thank you.
26 in June, and I feel like the oldest fucking man alive. I swear.
Oh, you don't get to call him old after being my age. You don't get to do that.
25 in November.
Old woman status, straight up.
I'm the baby here.
Senior citizen.
I've already started getting gray
Yeah.
hairs. Like, it's a whole thing.
Oh, the other
I
day.
got gray hairs before my older sister.
Typo
by the way.
negative.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shouts out typo negative. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kisses.
Yeah.
New wave.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got it. I should have worn my Paco Desperate shirt. I should have done it.
I have my pocket hoodie.
Oh, oh shit.
Sorry.
Time- time for a
It's a
fucking-
PIDCAST. I might as well just.
Time for a fucking merch plug while we're out here. Actually, this hoodie. Oh shit, there goes the video again. Hold on. This hoodie was a limited edition hoodie that is actually no longer in print. You had to get in when you had to get
Kind
in.
of flex on
If you
everybody.
didn't get in, then you missed out. There goes the video again. What the hell, man? It's okay. It's fine. You know what? The audio portion of the podcast seems to be functioning well. We have 7 viewers. Shouts out to all 7 of you that are tuned in and hanging out tonight. I apologize for the video feed again. It is being weird and I don't understand why, but it's okay. We're going to roll with it. The audio portion seems to be working fine. Check it out. Limited edition, Populous Desperate hoodie, no longer available. If you got it, you got it. If you didn't, well, that sucks for you.
And I'm one of the lucky few.
Looks
I'm gonna
awesome.
flex on everybody here.
I think the feed okay, the feed appears normal to us. It looks mirrored, but on the page it looks straight, which is good. So
Michael said, hope everything's going good for you.
oh,
And then apparently Taylor's calling Will out saying your secret identity is going to be revealed and the world's about to know. What are we talking about?
dude, why are my comments not updating? That's
I don't
weird.
know. I got it right here.
Okay, hold on.
Skylar's here for the free Pop-Tarts.
The
Hi,
world is
Austin.
about to know. Yo, Austin, what's going on, Austin? Sorry, I'm apparently my comments are weirdly updating. So she got the comments before I did. What's up, Austin? What's up, Skylar? I'm here for free Pop-Tarts. Well, there goes the video feed again. Unfortunately, there are no free Pop-Tarts tonight, but what there are technical difficulties with our video feed. But we'll just keep rolling with punches. Again, tonight we got Will from Sad Son. That's going to be at about 10:40. We'll be bringing Will on to talk with him about his new record. Super excited to speak with Will about that. Again, I'm not going to try and pronounce Will's last name because it's like gibberish to me, and so I'll have him teach me the way. Taylor says his secret identity is going to be revealed. I have a little bit of insider knowledge that may indicate that tonight we'll be talking to Will about his alternate identity. So that'll be interesting.
Ooh.
Let's talk about cryptocurrency. You guys want to talk about cryptocurrency? Are you in crypto? Have you
I'm not
invested
in
yet?
crypto, no.
Didn't I send you the link to get?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm poor, so I don't have money to invest in it because I have to pay my rent.
Well, fair enough. See,
I'm a crypto newbie.
I gambled my my rent money on crypto. Hopefully that gamble pays off. Video feed, come on, stick around. I know you want to go. I know you want to cut out.
You
You
got
got
video
this.
feed.
I'm just being encouraging, and I hope that maybe it'll fucking encourage the video feed not to cut out. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you, webcam. I believe in you. I know it. I know that you can do it.
It's doing it so far.
So far, it's really appreciating the encouragement, which is good because it's getting kind of annoying clicking it
Maybe
every.
if we just continuously compliment it.
Yeah, maybe we just talk very kindly.
You're so pretty.
We love you,
Yeah, we
webcam.
love you
Oh,
so
I love
much.
you so much.
Other Christina, get in on this.
No.
No, see, you didn't compliment it, so it went out.
See, everybody has to. I mean, you have to praise.
No one does.
You have to praise the webcam, or else it. See, the webcam giveth, and the webcam taketh away. Oh, look at these comments not
It's
updating
okay,
at
webcam.
all.
You're a beautiful, wonderful webcam.
Oh no, we got the debate whether hot dogs are sandwiches
Oh,
or not.
what? Oh, no.
Hot dogs are 100% a sandwich. I don't want to hear
Honestly?
any argument to the contrary. And if we're talking about a paper towel roll, it has one hole, not two holes.
What about
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Well, you wanted me to tell you that you're wrong.
Well, I know that's what I said,
I'm
but
only
it
obliging.
was rhetorical.
I'm just being obliging.
I thought it was rhetorical. I thought that was obvious. Apparently, it was not.
Apparently.
This podcast is exactly what I find, only a lot of
That is Chica. Chica is an absolute muffin. She's a
She's a
loaf.
potato.
Absolute unit.
She is a sweet potato.
She's huge.
Dude, I know. She's potato shaped.
I don't know. Can we coax Chica on camera? Will she come on?
Mamas.
Do you want to be on the PIDCAST, Miss Chica?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
She
Chica.
loves people though.
She's
Loves
not gonna-
fingers and under her chin. Absolutely adores it.
she's not going to join us tonight, but you may, in the faint background of the PIDCAST, you may just hear a cat going.
She's a sucker for attention.
Oh, she loves attention. She's an absolute people
Oh,
person.
look at her.
Lego says
Cute.
hiya, and he gave me a bunny emoji. Skylar says water isn't wet.
She's been on
Listen.
a strict diet.
Do not get me on this fucking
Oh,
subject
no.
about whether or not water is wet, because I will fucking educate you on this, okay? Because if something wets other things, hear me out. If something wets other things just by touching it, it is by its very nature wet.
Wet.
That is
Thank you.
basic fucking
Fucking
chemistry.
thank you.
I don't want to hear a single
It's kind of
argument.
like if something is cold to touch, that means the object is cold itself.
Exactly. Just because it feels cold, that's a good fucking indicator that it's cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a good sign. If you touch water and your hand gets wet, that's a good fucking sign that water is in fact wet. I mean, I think I've got a good case here.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
I'm not wrong, though.
See, I'm just being obliging.
Right.
You're patronizing. Don't patronize me.
No.
Skylar says, what is the opposite of dry, though? You're the opposite of dry,
Right.
Skylar. How do you like them apples, dude? Huh? You want to act tough? No. I'm just
Dry humor is like blah.
So if water is never dry, it can't be wet. Hold on. What is the opposite of dry? And if water is never dry, it can't be wet. No, logically that makes zero sense. Like
If water is never dry, that means it is always wet.
exactly. If it can't be dry, if it can't undergo the process of dryness, then it is by its very nature wet. Explain to me how that is not facts. Tell me.
Excuse me.
Write me a strongly worded letter. Send it in an email. You can fucking send a carrier pigeon. All right.
And CC me so I can read it too. 'cause
Exactly.
I-
Copy me in on that email. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say about that. Christina, would you rather fight? Oh, hold on. Let me get the video feedback. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized elephants or 10 elephant-sized ducks?
100 duck-sized elephants.
You're a sadist. You're an absolute. You just imagine kicking little duck elephants. don't you? That's something you
Oh,
just get off on.
it'll be the easier victory. I'm sorry. No human can resist an easy
Survive-
victory
You fight animals?
if my life depended on
It's
it.
funny because my answer was going to be I would try to negotiate a peace treaty between the two.
Yeah, let's
My life's
negotiate.
in danger. Fuck that.
My life's in danger.
I mean, fair enough, dude. I feel like, okay, maybe this is a controversial stance, but I feel like we should let Joe Exotic out of prison. I mean, because like, okay, I'm just saying that like, Carol Baskin kind of sucks. I mean, I understand. I get
They
it.
all
Yeah,
kind
she
of
sucked.
suck,
Yeah,
though.
they all kind of
They
suck.
all
But
kind of suck.
okay, but
Can
just
we throw the guy who like grooms young women?
Oh
in
God, don't
instead,
get me
though?
started. Oh, Doc
Can we
Angelo.
throw
Oh,
him in prison though?
Yeah.
Can that be a thing?
Seriously.
Can we throw
I'm
Carol
on board.
Baskin?
Him and his
I'll raise
sex
both
call.
hands for that.
I want to throw Carol Baskin in prison for fucking killing Don Lewis.
Killer.
Justice
Husband whacked him.
whacked him. Fed him to tigers. All right. I know that this is a year old.
Allegedly.
At-
Allegedly.
Allegedly. At this point, this is a year-old point of conversation. I honestly, it was just an intrusive thought that I had, and honestly, I think Joe Exotic should at least get like, he shouldn't have to serve like 30 years. He's got some crazy sentence. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Let him get out in 10 or something, and then maybe he runs for president when he's like 64, and then ratings, on the cable news networks will go through the fucking roof, and Jeff Zucker is gonna be fucking happy, and it'll all be great. And Joe Exotic will be the next Donald Trump. How about that? Anybody
You
have-
had me giving him 10 years and then you lost me at the rest.
Yeah, that's
No.
Well, I mean,
You
okay,
lost me at the
well,
rest. If letting him out means he's going to be running for president, I mean,
I think that Donald Trump unfortunately
what do we
opened
have
the
to
door.
lose though?
I think he unfortunately opened the door to like a new slew of politicians that are going to be like celebrity politicians, and I don't necessarily think it's a great thing. It didn't even start with Trump. It really started with Reagan, and
Because
then
he was an actor.
Schwarzenegger. When
Was
Schwarzenegger
governor.
became the governor of California, then Trump, and now Caitlyn Jenner is running for. She's running for president of California.
You mean Senator of California?
No, she's running for governor.
Governor.
Yeah, she's running for the governor of California. And I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, she's running as a Republican.
Yeah, she's a
That's
Republican.
surprising.
Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner is running as a Republican for the governor of California. I think it's insane. The fact that the fact that a woman who is transgender running as a Republican.
Will
I
says
thought you meant the other gender.
Will says that he doesn't think that Joe Exotic can run if he's a felon.
Oh, that's a good point. Joe Exotic being a felon might disqualify him from being the president. But what if he got a pardon? Would that change things?
Pardon Joe Exotic.
Pardon Joe Exotic.
If that means he's going to be running for president.
I mean, in all fairness, hold on. In all fairness,
Why is it doing that?
hold on. Ooh.
What is going on?
Oh.
Is it a Zoom problem?
I don't know. Oh,
Oh.
okay. Sorry, once again, webcam issues. In all fairness, from what I understand about the Joe Exotic situation, it wasn't just Carol Baskin, like him attempting to murder Carol Baskin. He did have a slew of other charges, and he also had a pattern of manipulative, toxic, behavior. So he's not exactly a good person. I was just more
None
so.
of them are good people. People are
Yeah,
weird.
I was just more so saying it for the sake of the meme. I think it would be funny if Joe Exotic ran for president. I don't think it would be good for anything. I just think it would be amusing.
See, here's my thing. We made fun of horse girls for so long in like the early 2000s. Completely slept on the big cat people.
Dude,
Right.
the big cat people.
Completely
Are
slept on
wild.
the big cat people.
The big cat people are something else.
I wonder who's worse than that.
I'm
Um,
gonna hold my tongue on that question.
Me too, because I have an answer, but
I have an answer too, but like I don't know.
I'm not in the mood to wrestle Jimmy right now.
Trump did part of him because he's too innocent and too gay, quote unquote.
He's too innocent and too gay. That's funny. Oh yeah, okay. Cole says, fuck naps. I actually invited our guitar player, Cole, to the PIDCAST tonight to co-host because Logan was not available, and Cole slept through the beginning of the show, so unfortunately he was not able to join. But maybe next week we'll get Cole on. I know that I think for next week's episode, what we're going to actually do, I've yet to confirm this, so don't take this as God's word or anything, but I do believe next week we'll be having Colin, our new bass player, talking about his musical journey and background and coming into the band. Paco's desperate. I know Colin is relatively new to the music scene, so I wanted to give him an opportunity to tell his story about who he is and what he wants to bring to the table. So I think that's what we'll be doing next week. It is currently 10:20, so here in about 20 minutes, we'll be bringing on Will from Sad Sun, Charleston, South Carolina, pop punk. So don't turn away from the Facebook live stream. We're just hanging out. We're having a good time. It's gonna be a good interview. It's gonna be fucking fun. So definitely stay tuned. And in the meanwhile, we're just shooting the shit, hanging out, whatever. And I don't have a whole lot to talk about in terms of like new events and happenings. I guess one thing we can talk about is the Paco is Desperate Glow IPA beer that is coming out in tandem with our EP Glow. Our EP Glow. It's crazy to me how close we're getting to this EP, and it's starting to feel really surreal. Getting the mixes back and hearing the product of what we produced when we went to the studio in February. We worked very hard, and just kind of being able to have the tangible results of that work in your ears was fantastic. I'm really psyched on how the EP came out. I'm super psyched to release it and let people hear it, and the world at large hear it, and I hope that it gives us the validity that we really wanted to kind of earn with this release, to be looked at as like, holy shit, this band is around to stay, like they're the real deal, and people should pay attention to this band. That's kind of just my hope, is if nothing else, if it makes the wider music community kind of take us a little bit more seriously, I'm stoked. Steve did a fucking fantastic job on the EP. It sounds great. May 28th, Glow will be available. 5 brand new Paco's Desperate songs, produced by Steven Wartzler, and album artwork by Benjamin Lieber from Marigold and Head North. Really stoked on Ben's artwork. He did a fantastic job with it as well. And I'm stoked. I'm absolutely like enthralled to be able to have this record under my belt and to move forward, and really looking forward to the release. The beer comes out May 28th exclusively at Patron Saints Brewery here in Toledo, Ohio. You can get it on tap or you can get it in cans, and it will be available until supplies last, which is, we're only doing a limited run of the beer. So if you want to get your hands on the beer, I highly encourage you to find your way to Patron Saints Brewery on May 28th. We will be blaring the EP all day. The band will be hanging out at Patron Saints for the EP release as we listen to the music and we talk about the beer and stuff. It's going to be a good time. So make sure that you come through and get your bottle or your drink on tap and enjoy, because it's going to be super fucking cool. Glow IPA hits the available shelf, or whatever you want to call it, May 28th, along with our EP. Are you guys going to try Glow?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I kind of want to buy 2
I'm looking
cans,
forward
one to
to it.
drink and one
I'm
to
gonna hold. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to it probably. I'm gonna buy a bigger pack and hold on to it for sure.
You should try to buy the first one.
I don't know, maybe we'll have to see. I know that our friend Aaron over at Patron Saints has been super awesome to work with. It's been a pleasure working with Patron Saints. I highly recommend that you check out their brewery if you have time. And of course, on May 28th, to come check out our beer. It's a great brewery, local right here to the glass city of Toledo, Ohio, over on West Bancroft, closer to Talmadge and West Bancroft intersection. Over there, you can check out Patron Saints Brewery. Super stoked on the beer, super stoked on the EP.
So bold, I can't wait.
We have some news about a music video that we're going to be talking about relatively soon. We're not quite ready to talk about it yet, but very soon, believe you me, we'll have something to discuss regarding the music video. It's going to be a good time. The EP comes out May 28th, and so expect the music video before then. So that means within the next few weeks, there will be a brand new Paco's Desperate music video hitting the market. It's gonna be cool, man. I'm super stoked. We filmed this music video on a $500 budget in a basement, and I think it came out so good. I really think it came out fantastically. Our friends Ben and Daniel from Adoramus helped us with do the video, and they did a fantastic job filming and directing. I absolutely thrilled with how the video came out. I know that Dan and Ben would appreciate too for me to say that they're providing music video services now. So if anybody in the area that's a musician or is in a band needs a good music video done for a good price, Dan and Ben from Adoramus definitely have your back, and they do good work, and we're super excited to show off that good work here in just a few short weeks, potentially, when we're ready to talk about it. Are you braiding hair over here?
A little bit.
Oh,
So, is this music video for a song that's already released or not, or is that
Or is it for
classified
the EP?
information?
it is for. I am at liberty to say I think at least that it is for a song on the EP. It's for the self-titled song on the EP.
Oh shit! I'm so excited. So when? So oh wait, no, you said you weren't ready to talk about it yet. I'm just excited for the EP though.
Yeah,
Real talk, too.
no date yet, but I do feel confident enough to tell you tonight. Glow music video next few weeks. Keep an eye out for it.
I'm
It's gonna be
so
awesome.
excited. I'm excited because I've been refusing to hear any sort of clips or like previews of the EP from you because I really just want to listen to it when it comes out.
I've been trying to show her the new EP.
I refuse because I want to hear it when it comes out. I just want the full experience.
I want the full experience for you as well, and honestly, I admire that. I think that there's a certain art to releasing a record and it not getting leaked or like kind of exposed beforehand. And the hit of just like, oh, it's release day. I waited
I know,
for
and
release
it's so
day.
exciting. It's so
It's
exciting.
exciting,
I want
you
to
know?
show everybody.
Like that's how I felt like about Red Hot Chili Peppers. You know, I'm a big Red Hot Chili Peppers fan, and when they came out with a couple of their last records, I remember just being so stoked and waiting exactly until the album came out and just jamming it as soon as I woke up in the morning. And getting up early to jam a record, and that's how. So I totally admire that approach, and I definitely understand. So
And it's vaguely like how I really wanted to show you guys, like my gift to you guys for the D&D campaign.
this
And
is
I
our
was
dungeon
trying
master,
so
our
hard.
dungeon rooster, as we call
Yeah,
him.
I run the D&D campaign at these bozos are in. We just celebrated our 1 year actually, our 1 year anniversary. Like not this last Sunday, but the Sunday before.
Will says girls from high school who join pyramid schemes.
Oh, Pamela!
Oh, God.
Have you heard about Herbalife? Have you heard about Herbalife? Have you heard about Herbalife yet?
Here's the thing. My older sister is a part of it.
Oh.
She doesn't push it on me. She doesn't push it on other people, but she is a part of Herbalife. And she really loves their T-bombs.
Taylor,
They do give her a lot of energy too. It's like crack, man.
Taylor Eby says.
Yeah, I've had a couple recently.
Yeah.
Taylor Eby says.
Yep.
Save me a can of the beer, he says, which we will do, of course, absolutely. I was hoping we could get Taylor down for the EP release. Balls in your court, Taylor, on that one. He says it's made with real duck shavings and Muppet felt and puppet strings.
Oh, my favorite flavors.
So yes, exactly. It's made with space dust as well as cosmic rays, and it's not radioactive. That's not why it glows. It just kind of does that. That's the tagline for the beers. It just kind of does that. It's not radioactive. Just kind of does that.
I'm excited for it.
I'm excited too. I think that doing a beer is going to be something super special. It's not something you see bands or artists or entertainers or groups do, you know what I mean, except for beer groups, you know what I mean, and alcohol companies and stuff like that. It's not something you see super commonly. It's a collaboration that I'm excited for. It's a local
Especially
collaboration, so it's a local business that we're able to support doing it, and having just our own beer is fucking cool. Like we're not in this to make any money. We're not gonna make any money off the beer. That's out of the question. We're just doing it to support a local business, and
it's just cool.
and it's just fucking cool to have your own beer. There's no money, you know, they're not in it for the money. There is no money. that's not happening. So super stoked to do it, support patron saints, and just get a beer out. A special edition thing that maybe in 10 years we'll look back on and we're like, that's fucking cool. We did a beer. That's, you know, that's awesome. How many bands can you name on one hand that have had a beer? And I bet it's not many. We know we're not the first. We're not the innovators of this concept by any stretch. There's definitely been bands that have done beers before, but I just think it's cool. It's not something that's done super often, and I'm excited for it. I'm not like a huge beer drinker by any stretch of the imagination, but I love a good IPA. I love a good craft beer. So I'm super excited to see what Patron Saints brews up, and it's gonna be a good time.
I'm excited for it.
Along with a new EP, dude, like a new Paco EP, recorded with Stephen Wartzler. Fucking sounds incredible.
I'm just excited. You said May 28th?
May the 28th,
May 28th.
2021.
2021.
Yes,
21.
Eastern Standard Time. It'll be releasing Eastern Standard. I think actually the record will hit Australia first, in that area of the world.
Don't leak it, Australia.
Australia, don't leak the record.
Don't leak it.
The way that Spotify works is it uploads it at midnight in every time zone. So
Right,
the first
makes
time
sense.
zone that hits midnight, and then it goes across all 24 time zones until it's released in all 24.
Makes sense.
So yeah, it'll be a 24-hour release process. It'll be interesting.
Custom crack rock.
Custom
Crack
crack
rock.
Those are the first few words I read. I don't know any other context. I just see custom crack rock.
I'm looking at the comments as well here. Let's see.
And I refuse to look at any other words. I just want those 3 words just as, you know, my focal point. Just custom crack rock.
Taylor says you should listen to it. It rips. Taylor's heard the EP, and coming from Taylor, I think that's you should take the man's advice, because he knows quite a lot. He has quite a lot of knowledge and quite a lot of experience in the music business, and he had a very successful band. So if Taylor Hebe says the album rips, you should maybe take heed to his word there. Will says Donald Duck. Taylor says good tunes and rip and bruise. Absolutely. I want to make a custom crack rock. I can make that happen, Will. Taylor says I can make that happen, Will. You just gotta you gotta know a guy who knows a guy. You know what I'm saying?
This guy.
I know a guy
who knows this guy.
I know this guy behind the hospital downtown who can get you some good shit, man.
What if I just want just like a custom rock? Not like crack rock, just a rock.
I also know probably like 3 new age chicks that'll do that for you too.
Fuck yeah.
Me too.
I
Like,
think
at
I'm
least
best
3.
friends with one of them.
At least 3. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Me
yeah.
too.
I just like pretty rocks, if you can't tell by my apartment. There's literally like geodes and everything everywhere. This is the only part where you don't see geodes.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
literally everywhere else.
We're on
Even
the
in my bathroom.
sofa. We're sitting here on the sofa drinking White Claws.
Yeah. I don't know, what else can we talk about?
I don't know. I didn't really have usually what
We
I
can
do.
talk about the campaign a little bit, you know, celebrating 1 year.
Well, yeah, we can talk about our D&D campaign. We are 3 of 6.
Now we just added someone new.
7.
7th, yeah.
Yeah,
3
there's
of
7.
7 members of the D&D campaign. Actually, I don't have it here with me right at this moment, but we just actually got a gift from our dungeon master of portraits.
Yes, she was
Portraits
so
of our
nice.
characters.
To give
They
us,
look so good.
Yeah.
Custom artwork that she got commissioned on the internet from a local artist somewhere, not local here. A local artist
Well, an
somewhere.
independent
A
artist.
small time independent
independent
artist.
artist.
And got it commissioned.
I got
they
discounted.
bailed
It
off.
was still expensive. It took a month. It was so hard not to show you guys. It was
It was
so
worth
hard.
every penny.
I was trying. I was like, I really want to, like, I think I've told Ryan a couple times, like, I just want to show you what it looks like. So
And I promise you that reaction of like wanting to show you so bad is the exact same
Mhm.
feeling a musician has when a record's on its way.
yeah.
And like I want to show everybody.
Like, I want to
listen
hear it
to
so bad,
Listen
but at the
to
same
this
time, I'm
record.
waiting for the release date because it's gonna make my excitement that much more worth it. Like, I want to listen to it.
10:34. So here in about 6 minutes or less, we're going to be speaking with Will from Charleston, South Carolina, pop punk emo outfit, Sad Sun. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be an excellent conversation about Sad Sun's new EP. I'm super stoked to have Will on. We're just hanging out and shooting the shit until then. If you're just tuning in, my name is Ryan. We have Christina and Rez, my faithful co-hosts, and we also have other Christina who appears to have fallen asleep on the boulder, which is a giant beanbag that we have. We call it boulder. It appears that she has fallen a slumber.
A slumber.
She's fallen a slumber. So,
Should
but
read
yeah,
read her a bedtime story.
yeah, maybe we'll pull out a bedtime story
I
and
got a whole
rock
book
her
out.
gently to sleep.
Let's see, I got the Watchmen. I got. We could read her like some.
Taylor says, "I am from Baltimore after all."
It's right over here.
Yeah, that's the
Careful of the
name.
wires.
Yeah, don't trip on anything, please. Don't disconnect us from the internet or anything crazy. Everyone will be mad, especially me.
No pressure though.
No pressure.
Taylor Evie says we should have done custom salt rock lamps for the EP. God
I
damn it.
have a salt rock lamp right there.
Dude, look, okay. You know
Yeah, I
what?
got one.
You know what?
Literally rocks and salt lamps everywhere
We're
except
here.
for this area.
We're here, we're queer, and we have a salt rock lamp fear that we got over. And now we have a rock lamp. So Himalayan salt custom edition Paco's. I'm actually gonna audition this off. Excuse me, audition.
What?
I'm gonna auction.
This specific one.
I hope you don't mind. I'll give you 5%.
Excuse me, I need 75%. That's my lamp.
All right, 75%.
75%.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
All right, cool. I'm gonna sell her salt lamp.
It was
And
so
look,
awkward. That was like a white person awkward. Like, are we high-fiving? Are we doing like the rock?
you know what's funny?
The fist bump?
What's very fun is I'm rubbing this lamp and I'm getting salt all over my hands. It's like real.
It's real salt.
What
That's
if you put this in water with this bitch dissolve?
Probably. And the
Yeah.
fact that you tried only offering me 5% makes me feel kind of salty. I'm not gonna lie to you.
There you go.
No. No.
So much salt in this
I'm gonna-
general area.
Yeah.
Rub it for good luck.
Yes.
Good luck.
Embrace the salt.
Well, check this out.
I need more rubber lamps. I need a rubber lamp again.
If it isn't the favorite item of all my haters, salt.
Is it salty?
Yeah.
Do
Should I like it? I'll do it.
it. Do 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 it. Ew, he actually did it. Oh.
Yeah,
Salty?
that's salt.
Yep.
That's real salt. That's the kind of salt you put on like your chicken Alfredo.
Why would you put salt in chicken
I don't know. I listen. I may be Italian, but I don't know how to cook. Okay. I don't know things.
Chica, there she is. Yeah. There's the sweet potato.
Oh man, that was really salty.
Potato baby.
Honestly,
Chica,
that might have been the saltiest lamp I've ever licked.
Saltiest
you
thing
lived
you've ever
multiple
licked.
lives.
By the court order, I'm legally not allowed to talk about it. So
Oh, okay.
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 I think, is she trying to get under the table? No, she's hanging out with other Christina.
Chica,
She's like, this person gave me pets.
Chica baby.
I think
So I'll give her sniffs. in
I think the
return.
potato wants your attention, ma'am.
Miss Potato would like your
I can
attention,
take
please. Please, Miss
She's the
Potato.
sweetest potato.
Miss Potato.
No, I was petting her before.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. She's got a crush on
She's
you.
like, you know how, dude, one time,
So I know how to treat cats.
dude, when I was living in my townhome, she tried to run away with the boiler, like, repair guy
Oh
before.
damn.
Like,
so
he came in, she, like, instantly fell in love with him, tried to follow him out
Oh
the door.
gosh.
I'm like, bitch, no, I feed you.
I feed you.
This man's in your life for 20 minutes. You can't just run away with him. Chica,
Night. Night.
Other
Love
Christina,
you. Sweet dreams.
other Christina says, I'm going to bed. She's tired. I know. Okay, listen, here's my reasoning for having this podcast so late is because AEW Dynamite comes on Wednesday nights from 8 to 10, and I don't want to compete.
That's
Okay?
fair.
You know, that's a program watched by 1 million people a week. I don't want to compete with that. Especially a lot of my friends. So let's see.
Don't scratch. Don't scratch. Just
So
jump up.
it is now time for the long-awaited part of the podcast, PIDCAST, where I will ask my wonderful friends Christina and Raz to step away for just a moment while we do the interview with Will. You don't have to leave yet. You don't have to leave yet. I'm just saying.
Oh, hey, look. We got a guest.
Hold on.
Oh, here
We
she
got a
is.
cat. We got Chica.
Oh, in my hair. This is Chica, otherwise known as Potato, because she is potato shaped.
She is the star of the PIDCAST now. But yes, Chica,
Bye.
thank you for your cameo. I appreciate it. This is the part of the podcast, PIDCAST, where I will bring on Will from Charleston, South Carolina, Sad Son. I appreciate you guys co-hosting with me tonight.
Hell yeah.
course.
If you want to say goodbye to all the loyal, faithful PID followers.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
It's not the lamp over.
She
All right.
is like rubbing up all over your back.
Stay
right now.
tuned. We're going to be talking with Will from Sad Son momentarily. Ladies, thank you so much.
No problem.
Thanks for having us.
That's good.
Let me go ahead and throw these headphones on. I don't know why I'm singing like that tonight, but I hope you guys are enjoying it. Okay, let's see here. All right, let me throw Will on, and we'll be speaking with him here. Just give me one brief moment to allow him on the stream. Yes. If you guys are going to like hang out, like, oh yeah, yes, okay. Yes, okay. Yes. All right. Will from Sad Son joining us. We have a very pleasant picture of Will. Oh, there he is. Will, how are you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm great. I'm having an absolutely wonderful time with my my two co-hosts, Christina and Raz. I don't know if you were hanging out. Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah, I was watching.
Okay. First question, before we even go any further, how do you pronounce your last name?
Bragunier.
Bragunier. Okay.
Yes.
My best guesstimate was Bragunier, so I feel pretty good because Bragunier, that's pretty close.
That's pretty close.
So, Will, Sad Son, Will Bragunier from Sad Son, Charleston, South Carolina. How are you doing, my friend? How have you been?
I'm great. Had a little dinner with the girlfriend before this and had a good day. Just worked most of today, and I have no complaints.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Like I went to work today and we had a super slow day, so I just kind of like chilled and did my thing today, and I can't complain about my day either, my friend. Yeah, I love that for me as well. So, Will, when did you start making music, man? I mean, like, because I know you because we are both, managed by Taylor, and that's how we kind of got introduced to each other, is through Taylor. And so I know a decent amount about you and your music, your history, and stuff. I don't know everything, so this interview will be exploratory for me just as much as it is for anybody watching who may not be aware of you and your work. So tell me, how did you get started? What's the genesis of Will Bragunier, and what's the genesis of Sad Son?
So I grew up in Southern Maryland. I got a guitar when I was 14 years old, and I started playing very poorly, and would play like little coffee house kind of things. And I think when I was maybe a sophomore, junior in high school, I started playing in bands. The first band that I really played in was called Collapse the Night. We played until like our senior year of high school, and then we all broke up, and then I moved down to South Carolina. And that is when I started another band down here called Corinne, which was like kind of like an emo-y post-hardcore band. And we were around for like a year or so, and then I started this acoustic band called Level Headed, and then I was just kind of doing like the solo thing for like a little bit, and I kind of gave up on music, right? I started like just like working and like I guess like giving up on all hopes and dreams, and
Been there.
been there, done that, right? And
Right.
during COVID, I picked up my guitar again, just kind of out of boredom, and started writing. And I accidentally wrote that song Every Time, and I did a very bad demo of it, and I sent it over to my friend I used to work with, Anil. Um, and from there, he just opened a studio and told me I had to come in, and we recorded the single of Every Time, and the passion came back immediately. I was like, I gotta do this again. And so then I dug up some old songs and then brought them and wrote a couple new ones in COVID. And it's the most proud record I've ever been a part of. So
Yeah, yeah, and I think, in my opinion, you have every reason to be proud, man. Because I listened to the entire EP multiple times, and I got to say that I'm thoroughly impressed with both the songwriting that you were able to achieve and the quality that you were able to achieve with your production. I know you said your friend Neil did the production. Is that he did the production on the EP?
yeah, so Anil and Devin Vaughn did the production on it. So
Well, they did an absolutely incredible job. The record sounds from front to back. It sounds fantastic. For anyone watching who hasn't heard Sad Sons EP yet, what's the name of the EP, man? Remind me real quick.
it's just self-titled, so just sad.
Self-titled. I thought so, but I just wanted to make sure before I made myself look like a jackass and I didn't know the name. I was pretty sure it was self-titled. If you haven't heard the Sad Son EP yet, it's definitely something you should check out. It's fucking phenomenal. And Taylor, who manages both of our projects, he's featured on the record, correct?
Yeah, he's on the song "Smokin'." He does vocals on the second chorus.
Nice, nice. Um, so did Taylor record that from like where he was at? Did you guys are you guys close enough? Like, you're in South Carolina, so you're not close enough, but were you guys close enough to do that? Like how did that work?
So we tracked the entire song down here and then sent it to Beasley Studios, and Taylor tracked it
Gotcha.
in Virginia, and then he
Gotcha.
sent it on over. Yep.
Nice, nice. Um, Before Sad Son, I know you said you were in another band called Corinne. And you said it was kind of emo, post-hardcore. Can you tell me a little bit more about that band? Because I'm actually super curious. I'm a huge post-hardcore fan. Can you tell me a little bit more about Corinne and what happened with that project?
Yeah. So in Corinne, it was just four of us that kind of got together. I think we met at a house show, like a DIY house show, and I'd written this song, and I had the guitarist come over, and I showed him the song, and then like we were like, all right, let's make a band around this, and then they had the two guitarists had a few songs written, and I played bass and sang. We had three vocalists, which was kind of cool. Our drummer sang too, and we just did it for a little bit. Then we kind of just like were growing apart. Musically, like life was happening and everything. So like
Which
we
happens.
we ended things like amicably.
That's good.
We played one reunion show like 2 years ago, opening for Microwave at New Brooklyn Tavern, which is in Columbia, South Carolina. I was overserved one night, and I like, I like basically like hit up the promoters like, yo, you should let my old band play this. And I woke up the next day and it was like, oh shit. We're
So
playing.
you drunkenly got yourself into a microwave gig.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. It was kind of funny, and like we played like four songs because like we didn't have time to practice. Like,
Did
yeah.
excuse me. Did any of the members of Microwave talk to you or like say like, hey, that was a good set or anything like that?
No, it was so bad. But
Oh, it was bad. It was a bad set.
yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, I've known like we've known the guys from Microwave for a little bit because my old roommate used to book a lot of the shows here, in
Yeah.
Charleston. So we've known him for a little bit, but yeah, it wasn't a very good set.
I thought it was kind of funny that you mentioned that you were doing an acoustic band, because that is how Paco is Desperate actually started. For those who don't know, like for the first like 4 years of this project, it was just me and an acoustic guitar. And Dylan Bowers from Weatherworn also has an acoustic side project as well. So I just thought it was interesting that this started as an acoustic project, and then you had your acoustic project, and then Dylan has his acoustic project. It's just like kind of like a theme. Tell me about the acoustic project, and is there like any interest at all in continuing doing anything you were doing with that? Did that like morph into Sad Sun? Like what? Give me the details on that.
Yeah, so it kind of morphed into Sad Sun. So like the acoustic project, I just kind of, it was easy, it was convenient. I was busy. I didn't really have time to like practice with the band and stuff. So I just did this like kind of solo stuff. I got to like do some pretty cool shows. Like open for Such Gold, open for the Spilled Canvas, when they did that reunion tour. So that was pretty cool. But then I felt like I was like really missing something, and I kind of missed that like live energy. So I might have booked like my first gig for Sad Sun, which is going to be, I will be playing acoustic. I'm waiting to hear back on some details. Like I think it's like the end of June. So I'm looking forward to that. I really want to do like a record release full band, but still working on getting band members for
getting a band together for a live.
for this studio project.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, and I totally get you, man. On like being an acoustic guy myself. Don't get me wrong, like I really genuinely loved it. I had a passion for it, and I felt like I did it relatively well. It's hard going into a bar and giving your all for like no one to pay attention, because people come to shows to see, in large part, they come to the shows to see the rock band, the live, like high energy, like like we can move to this rock band, and I understand that. I get why. So that was where I really had that thought in my head. I'm sure the same kind of fork in the road that you came to. We're just like, all right, I want to go a different direction with this. What was that moment like for you? And leading up to the recording and the writing of the EP, like what was your mindset? Like what's going on in your head as this process of like, okay, my acoustic project is morphing into something different. I'm doing something different with it. I'm excited. Like what's your thought process as this is happening?
Yeah, so like this almost happened by like accident, right? So I don't think I like really like consciously was like aware and thinking of this. I was like, I'm gonna record this single and we're gonna see what happens with it, right? And then like it was like, okay, now we're gonna take these songs that I used to have. Like one of them was from the acoustic project, and like always wanted to do it full band, so that was like a cool experience. Actually, two of them. One of them rewrote the song, but like the melody and everything's the same. The lyrics are just different. So I think that process was cool. I think the weird part was I got done with the record, it came out, and I was like, okay, now what?
Yeah.
Like, all right, well, like one, like shows aren't happening right now, which was cool because there was no rush to put everything out. Right. Which was, cool.
No exact deadlines to hit.
Yeah, no exact deadlines of a new project. Who gives a shit about it? That's what's awesome. And then then it was like, okay, now I need to like kind of find these bandmates.
Yeah.
I've got a few people. I played with a drummer for the first time last week. That went pretty well.
That went good.
Yeah, so now I'm just looking for bassists and guitarists. I got a couple people that are interested. So we'll go from there.
You gotta find, the secret is to find somebody who can sing.
Yes.
You can learn a bass part pretty easily, but the difficulty is finding one that can sing. We lucked out with our new bass player because he's like really picked everything up just like that. Yeah. So I know that you said like you had some old stuff, you had some new stuff that you wrote during COVID. Like what was inspiring you? What was driving you to write and create new songs during the pandemic?
So the funny story, like kind of about every time, is like the chorus, like just popped into my head one day. I was like, all right. So then, like, I had this chorus, and then like I was like, all right, I want to do something with this song, and like it was like 11:30 at night one night, and I just like was sitting in my living room with my guitar and like just cranked out the entire, like wrote both the verses there in like 10 minutes, and
Yeah.
went there. And then the two other new ones are both songs I wrote about like getting sober and stuff, which is pretty cool.
Did you suffer from addiction?
I definitely overdid it, is
Right.
what I would say. Definitely was like, I used to be a bartender, food and bev, and really like indulged in the party lifestyle, is what I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
And
Been
so
there, man. I'm a recovering heroin addict, so mad respect for taking sobriety seriously and doing what you had to do. At a time in your life when you felt like you had to do it.
yeah, I really appreciate that, and congrats to you too. Really proud of you because I know it's a
Thanks, man.
struggle. Yeah, so back in 2018, I started getting sober, and definitely best decision I've ever made. Happiest and healthiest I've been in my life. I very much enjoy it, and I don't think this project would have happened had I not made that decision.
Yeah, I definitely fucking feel entirely the same about Paco's Desperate. Like,
Yeah.
no way. If I hadn't, you hear about rock stars and you hear like the stories about Kurt Cobain and they're doing heroin on the tour bus and every stop, and it's like, how? When I was on heroin, I wasn't capable of fucking like functioning as a normal human being throughout the day, let alone being a rock star.
Yep. Yeah. So I definitely am very grateful, for the opportunity to do that and get everything, sorted out. I like my life a lot more today.
Do anything like AA?
I don't break traditions.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer. Actually, and having been out of the AA scene for a while myself, I apologize. I totally forgot. That's number one rule. So let's not. We won't go any further into that one. My bad.
Yeah. All good. But
New
yeah.
record. I noticed that the record got some pretty good press and some really solid things were said about it from some journalists from across the board. How do you feel about the reaction that the EP has gotten? And, like what kind of emotions does it make you feel?
I was overwhelmed by the response. Like I was just sitting there like, holy shit, this is amazing. It was awesome. Like I couldn't believe it. So what I did was I reached out to a lot of people, just like cold emailed a bunch of people. I went on like Submit Hub and stuff like that, and I just like pitched it as much as I could, and like maybe like 10% even responded to me, right? So, but through that process, I've started making some cool relationships. I was overwhelmed by like the good things that people had to say, and like as a musician, you get it. Like it is absolutely terrifying putting yourself out there, right? Like, are people gonna think I suck? Are people gonna think like, is this dumb? Like, are people not gonna
That's how
like
I feel about the new record.
Yeah, it's really scary, And,
I'm excited and terrified at the same time.
Yeah, and like getting to get such a positive response is like, wow. Like what was really cool experience for me is like I've been in bands, been in record or like done records where like people don't like certain songs on the record. But, like I've had a different person tell me that like each song on this record is their favorite song. So that was an awesome experience too.
It just means that you made a bunch of bangers.
I guess so. I'm my own toughest critic, and like already I'm like, damn it, I should have done this instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so happy with the record and the response. Like I'm overwhelmed, so grateful for it. So
I think you have every right to feel good about the record, and I think you killed it, man. So I know we're running out of time here. We've only got 2 minutes left. So my last question for you of the evening is, what's next for Sad Son? what does the future hold for Will Bragunier, and what is 2021, the rest of 2021 and 2022? What's that look like for you? Do you ever, I know you spoke about full band. Does that mean you're looking at shows? Like, what's next?
Yeah, would love to do shows. Would love to do some type of East Coast run, if at all possible. And then want to do a record release here shortly, like do a full band show. Maybe try to play a few of the southern states, and then I've already started writing new songs for like a new record. So probably would want to get them recorded. Maybe not released this year.
Right.
Maybe in 2022. But I've even thought about taking a couple of the songs and doing an acoustic version of them and releasing.
That'd be really cool. I'd be super down for that.
Yeah, so I got a lot of ways I can take this thing. That's what's cool about being a new project, is like, there's no expectations, there's nobody to impress, I'm just kind of doing
you.
Yeah, just doing it for the love of it. So
awesome. I admire the fuck out of that, man, and I admire the fuck out of you, and I respect you, and I'm grateful to call you a peer, especially, us both being under the tutelage, you could say, of Taylor. And man, I'm super stoked on the record. I'm proud of it for you, and I hopefully this won't be the last time that we get together and talk about something like this. So with that, I know that you've got stuff to do in the morning. You're a late, an early riser, so I will let you go. I appreciate you coming in and talking with us, Will, from the bottom of my heart, man. Thank you. And everybody, please, I'll let you plug whatever you need to plug, your socials, where can people find your music, and I'll give you the last word, my friend.
thank you so much for having me. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the questions, the opportunity. What I will plug is my Spotify. You can find Sad Son on Spotify. All my social medias are Sad Son SC. Sad Son South Carolina SC. And if you want to buy merch, sadsonsc.com. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
And yeah, we'll do this soon.
All right, man. Well, I will talk to you hopefully before long, and enjoy the rest of your night. Get some good sleep, man.
All right, you too.
All right, take care, buddy.
Bye.
Thanks so much to Will from Sad Son for joining me tonight for episode number 7 of the PIDCAST. Thank you so much to Raz and Christina, my friends, for joining us live for the first 40 minutes of the show. Unfortunately, of course, we did lose Logan, and we had some webcam issues early on that seemed to have, for the most part, resolved this evening, so that's good. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody, for episode 7. Next week, episode number 8, unconfirmed, but most likely we'll be having Colin Parent, the new bass player for Paco's Desperate. I'll be talking to him about his musical background, his history, and of course, everything related to his new journey, joining us for our Paco's Desperate journey, career, whatever you want to call it. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ryan, and it's been a pleasure having your attention tonight. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your night. See you next week right here on Facebook, 10 p.m. every Wednesday until May 26th, our final episode of the season. Every Wednesday right here on Facebook, 10 p.m. Tune in. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening.